Hi Pisces! Happy February. I'm so excited to do this reading for you guys. I know your energy is just like, it's so strong. A couple things before I get started. I am offering in-depth extended readings this month. So the extended version of this reading will be in the link below. It's a Vimeo link. And that's what I'll be doing. The goddess cards, oracle cards, angel cards, of course, more of the Rider deck. And then that's where I'll also be doing your predictive astrology. So what's going into your houses, planetary positions, and more in depth of what all that means. Because you have a full house this month. This is really your month. You have a lot of things going on in your first house. So we have Neptune, we have Venus, we have Mercury. So we'll get into all that in the extended. Wow, your energy is so strong and it's bright and it's like, it's new. It's a new, exciting energy. This month for you is all about projecting yourself in a new, more happy way. And it's so funny because you guys kind of, when you're chasing happiness, you're running. And then once you get there, you kind of like don't know what to do with it. You know, like the Joker says in The Dark Knight. Heath Ledger. Oh, love him. Who doesn't, right? So I kind of picture him when it's like, you know, I'm just like, I'm chasing. And then once I get there to this happy place, what do I do? It feels so foreign and odd, right? Not that you guys have ever not felt happiness before. It's just been so long. And now that you're having this month of February where you have this overwhelming sense of fun, happiness, security, it's kind of odd, right? It's kind of like, well, now I don't know what to do with myself. Now I don't have, I don't have the same patterns anymore. I don't have the same habits. This month for you is all about projecting yourself in a more universal way. It's about universal love. It's less about reflection and internalizing and self-discovery. You did all that. That last month, you guys listened to me. You guys listened and you guys felt that because that reading was powerful. And, some of my Pisces friends were talking to me and they're like, wow, I felt like you were just like attacking me. And I was like, no, that's not what it is at all. It's just an overwhelming feeling. If you guys didn't watch last month, you can. I'll put it here or something. But it's like, I was just talking so much about what positivity does to you. And I talked about The Secret and I talked about how your life actually really does get better when you start to be grateful for things and you start to complain less and get more stuff done. Complaining is always okay. Of course, we're humans. We're always going to complain. But doing something about it is different than just complaining every single day and sitting there and just in your misery and not doing anything about it. So that's why I kind of got on you guys last month because it was tough love. It was more my Aquarius coming out saying like, this is what you have to do in order to be happy, because I was so saddened by all of the Pisces misery that has been going on the past year. It's been ups and downs, but you guys have had a lot of downs. It's been a struggle. Okay, what do we got here for Pisces? I'm going to try to balance like talking while I'm shuffling. I know I get distracted, but I know you guys don't really mind. Some signs mind. Okay, what is your overall presence. The Chariot. What is going on, you guys? Okay, the Chariot also came out for Sagittarius because this whole month is about charging forward, moving forward into a new, exciting thing, making changes, balancing yourself, mind, body, soul, getting in that cart and charging. And it's like, now that you guys have kind of arrived there in February, right? You got in, you arrived, you made that decision, Two of Swords. You made the choice. You made the choice to be happy and move on from the past. That's a big part of what's happening in February for Pisces. There's a lot of things that connect the dots. You're going to have a lot of signs that are connecting the dots for you this month, and it is a time for appreciating the love and the joy and the happiness that you're going to be feeling. You made the Two of Swords choice. You were sitting there, you were blindfolded, and you were debating whether to use your swords or allow someone to push you and fall back into the water. You trusted your intuition. You trusted your gut. And you said, you know what? If I don't make a change right now, I'll be doomed again. Why do I want to be doomed again? Why do I want to feel this misery? And if you're in enough pain, that's when change happens. Only you can make those changes for yourself. You can't rely on anybody else. You gotta be the one to push forward and move forward and do that business that you've been wanting to do. Do what you've been wanting to do. Apply for that new job. Get out of that relationship you wanted to get out of. Start a new relationship. This is an excellent time for starting new relationships. There is I'll talk a little bit about this, but just to reiterate, there's going to be a full moon in Leo, lunar eclipse, on January 31st. So if you're watching this before then, if you're watching it now, then this is a really pivotal time and moment for you guys to keep setting your intentions. Keep going. Be in your chariot. If it's not working for you, get back in the chariot and keep moving. Keep going. You're never going to put yourself in the position again to allow yourself to feel the type of misery and uncomfortability that you were feeling. This is a pivotal moment. And then also on February 15th, you have we have the partial solar eclipse, new moon in Aquarius. So that is also a very good time if you're starting a new relationship to have intimacy on that day or around that day, so you can really connect to the person that you're intending to be with. It's a really good time for connecting sexually. Four of Swords. This is such a good month for you. You guys are so peaceful. And you're kind of peaceful in this way that you're affecting others. You're affecting others' happiness. You are reaching out universally because you have internalized so much and you've self-reflected. Now, when you approach somebody or meet somebody new, you radiate this peace and this happiness, and they feel it from you. They just feel that burst of energy. It's kind of fantastic. This is about connecting. This month is about connecting to people, to friends, to family, and to not letting other people bother you or make you feel... You're not letting anyone ruin your vibe. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. And then also I'll go more in depth in this, but you have the sun entering Pisces on February 18th. So huge, huge moment for outward expression and the way people see you. So that's going to make you want to get new clothing, new wardrobe, new hairstyle, new makeup, whatever the situation is. It's going to make you feel gorgeous and put together, and without even trying, you're just going to feel more confident overall. And I'll talk more about that in the extended, because I want to talk about what Mercury means in your first also. Okay, so, are we done with this? I thought we were done with this. We are the Ten of Swords, done, buried, over, killed, done. What did you decide to end last month? What did you decide to, January, what did you decide to end? Because in order to begin something new, something must come to an end. One door closes, another door opens. So what did you get rid of? Did you get rid of someone that was negative in your life, that was bringing you down? Did you get rid of an attitude? Did you get rid of some depression and anxiety? What did you leave behind? Because if you're still feeling like this, I don't know if you really did leave it behind. Are you the reclusive Pisces, or are you the progressive Pisces? I'm talking to the progressive Pisces here. You're the ones that want happiness, so you make it happen. This is a situation that's done, buried, dead, can't come back, can't be resurrected. It's over. Ten of Swords is when a situation is done. So clearly, we're done, right? So why does your mind sometimes drift and sometimes say, wait, am I really done with that? Or should I give it one more chance? I don't know what that is. Is that what we were talking about in the beginning, where it's that uncomfortability with happiness and joy? You just don't know what to do with it. So sometimes you sink in the back of your head and you're like, oh God, like, am I really done with that person? Like, friend, family, relationship, whatever. Am I really done with them, or am I going to keep giving them more chances to irritate me, or whatever the situation is? You can't let other people's attitudes and moods and days affect your day and affect your mood. If you're having someone complain to you constantly and it's annoying, just don't answer the phone and don't talk to them. Don't reply. Don't text them back. Or you can just say, hey, I'm sorry about that, but I'm moving on today. I'm going to be doing something new and fresh, and I don't have time for that energy. You can be nice about it. Okay. The Hanged Man, patience. And you're hanging in there for sure. You had a test of patience like a month or two ago where it was really just overwhelmingly exhausting, where you're kind of like, okay, I get it, universe, like, you know, going crazy. But now you're in this state of patience. And it's not so much like, it's not the kind of patience where you're just waiting and waiting and waiting for something to happen and you're being patient about it. It's the kind of patience with life. You have patience this month for life. You have made the choice that if something's going to happen, it's going to happen. I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to let my fears and my anxieties and my problems affect my entire life. Like, I'm done with that. That's your energy. And it's a calming one, but it's also like still a little frustrating because, you know, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have moments of feeling down or feeling stressed, but that's when your patience is now tested in February, is when you have those moments of anxiety and stress. You can now reflect in the back of your mind and say, okay, I recognize what this is now, and I don't want to spiral. So now that you're aware of that, you've made that change because you were in pain, you were in enough pain to make that change. Now it's like, perfect. I can make that choice for myself now. I can be patient with myself. I can be patient with others, because if I'm not, I'm going to fall back into that scary place. Yay! Okay, 6 of Swords. So this is definitely, we are moving away from the rocky waters into the smooth waters. And you know why the swords are there? Because intellectually we were blinded, right, Pisces? Intellectually, that's what swords are, right? Wind, intelligence, your mind, everything going on in your head. So the swords, you were intellectually being blinded. And that was your attitude, and that was your energy, and that was your way of thinking, right here, the rocky waters. And now you are not allowing yourself to be blinded anymore by your own thoughts. You're not allowing yourself to let your negative thoughts run your life and take a hold of your life. You're taking charge now. You're moving that boat, going into smoother waters. Look at that. Look at this test of patience. Look at this closing one chapter, opening a new one, and look at this. Self-reflecting, self-peace, and moving on from feeling hectic and chaotic into a state of serenity. That's fantastic, right? Okay, I'll pull one more card here, and then I'll continue this reading over in the extended, and then I'll do the goddess and oracle and angel cards over there and pull more of these. And we'll talk about how Venus is affecting your first house when it comes to love. And now you're more open to love. Oh, yes. Okay, that's a good one to end on. Oh, look at that. Okay, awesome. Yes. 8 of Cups. Oh, 7 of Cups. Sorry, my bad. 7 of Cups is taking you on a journey of looking back with your emotions, looking back on how you used to feel, looking back on your fears, and making a choice and trying to decide, okay, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that, I'm afraid of that. Which one am I going to pick here? What was my greatest fear? And which one, when your head is in the clouds and your emotions are heightened, which one can you have disappear? Which one can you dissipate? You are the participant of your life, nobody else. Okay, so We're going to talk more about this too. This is about also making a decision. So what kind of decision you have to make, and we'll talk about love. Ooh! Yes! We have the Lover's card on the bottom. Okay, so let's go to the extended, and of course, if you don't want to, no worries. You can get a hold of me for a private reading through my website down below, or you can download the Instant Go app, okay? I love you, Pisces. I'll see you in just a minute, or I'll see you next month. Bye!